Hey troops, Roxee here and welcome to Roxee Plays Games and welcome back to another episode of F1 Manager 2022. I had an email through saying that 2023 is going to be coming out, so I'm excited for that, but obviously I haven't really done much in this one yet, so I want to get as much of this done as I can. Right, got some confusing information for you. Last episode was Saudi Arabia, where we didn't do very well at all. 17th and 18th, I think we was, and overall as a team we came ninth, slightly ahead of Williams. But yeah, we might as well have been last because we didn't do anything at all, really. This episode is Australia. Now, I said last episode I was going to do a comparison and try and, whenever there was a race on in the weekend, try and do a recording for that race at the same time. Now this weekend in real life, being it's the 4th today, 4th of May, this weekend is USA, the USA Grand Prix. However, in game, we are a little bit behind, and this is where it's going to get confusing. Australia's already happened in real life, we got it in game. The next race after this is Italy, and Italy in real life is after USA, but in game is before USA. So they're kind of flipped around. So what I need to do is I need to record this one and publish this after the USA. So Italy's on the 19th of May. So this one's getting published for the weekend of the 19th of May, but the USA has already happened. So anyone that is watching this would have potentially have already watched USA, but I just wanted to explain what has happened because it would have been confusing in USA. And in that video, if I remember, I would have done an explanation in that one to say that this one is coming out after. Very confusing. My brain is hurting, so I'm going to stop talking about what's happening in the past and the present and in the future. Otherwise, my brain might explode. All we need to know is, all you need to know is Australia. I'm going to play without recording. I'm then going to record Italy, and then that will get published on the. What day will it be? Me publishing it. Let me have a look at the calendar. So 19th of May. We're right. 19th of May is the Friday. So I'm going to publish this on the morning of the 21st, Sunday the 21st. Will get put up on the morning, and then I'm going to do a separate recording of USA, which will go up on where are we? Sunday the 7th. Right then. So without further ado, I'm going to pause. I'm going to play Australia, and then I'm going to record Italy. I hope that hasn't confused you too much, but I'll speak to you in a bit. Oh, one thing, put my headset back on. One thing before I carry on, which I nearly forgot to mention, is I'm going to probably get rid of Vettel this episode, or this recording. So I just wanted to say before we record Italy, because obviously we're going to do Australia, I'm most likely going to be getting rid of Vettel. So when it comes to the next, well, when I bring you back, Vettel might not be here. It might be someone else. It might be still Vettel. We might not get the other guy until we then go to USA, but we'll see. I just thought I'd quickly put that one in there in case when I carry on recording and unpause, it's changed from Vettel to someone else, and you'd be like, how's that happened? I just thought I'd quickly put that one in now. Alrighty, so I'm back. I have done the Australian Grand Prix. We didn't do too well. We come 17th and 19th. So, bit of a change. Vettel has been changed. We've now got Oscar. And I got rid of Lance as well. I thought, you know something, I want to have a fresh team, fresh car, and we're going to go from there. So I've got Jack from Australia. We've recruited him. So we've got 2 new drivers. They pretty much did just as good as what Lance and Vettel did, Sebastian. in the last race, 17th and 19th. So not much of a change as far as performance. So it could be the car, to be honest. But the good thing about this, they're both young. They've both got lots of potential for growth compared to the other two, especially Vettel. Obviously, he's getting old. He's not got much growth left in him. Whereas these two are young, aspiring, and hopefully going to do really, really well. So, as I mentioned earlier, we've done Australia. I'm just going to quickly mark this off on my sheet. So Italy. As you're watching this, Australia's happened. You've watched the Australian Grand Prix in game and in real life, and now we're going for Italy. So we're going to go through this. What have we done? So we've got these two guys. We've got new suspension on both of the cars. We have got the AM22S3. That's on both of the cars. So they're both running the same. Right, let's crack on with what we actually need to do. I'm going to try and make this as quick as I can. So let's go to continue. Important email. What have we got here? Suspension, yeah, low stock. They are currently in manufacturing at the moment, so that's fine. I've got 2 on the car and 2 getting done. And there they are, complete as I speak. They are done. Right, what have we got here? New research unlocked. Not technical complete. We don't have. Okay, right, this is obviously all new to me, so bear with me. Right, that's done. Ooh, okay. Right, let's go to facilities. These are all looking fine. That's still getting done. Okay. That's all fine. Operation facilities, that's all fine. I want to go to cars, development, new project, research. Right, that is still, we're still currently researching that. How long have we got left on that? Current projects, underfloor, 33 days. Okay. Suspension. Research focus. Want everything to improve. Continue. Okie dokie. Menu. Home. Right, let's get this Italian Grand Prix on the go. Yeah. Race preview. So Leclerc's been doing good in this season. Performance targets. We're just going to leave it as it is. We're not going to achieve any of them, pretty much. We're definitely not going to get to Q3, unfortunately.
The hills of Tuscany are green to the south, but here in Imola the air is red hot. Welcome to Ferrari's turf for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The track has been around since the 60s, but the first official Formula One race was held here in 1980. Let's see what excitement lies ahead this year. This is Imola, and it's an old school track with plenty of elevation changes and lots of corners. There's only one DRS zone here, but it follows the long straight right before Tamburello, and should see plenty of action. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Excellent. Just getting started, hey? Right, continue. Right, so when I normally like to do it is go hards. We're going to go 20 laps. Let's go 30 laps. Because the hards have got 66 laps in them. Woo. So we can definitely do 2 batches of 30. And right, car set up. We are going 6.5, 12, 4.6, 3.5 and 0.5. So I'm using a little calculator, online calculator, just to speed things up. You can do it yourself. It still works out. It just might take you a little bit longer to get it how you need. But essentially, you could just leave it all it is. Do a thing, see what these are, do your changes, and keep going back and forth until you get it as best as you can. I'm kind of saving a bit of time. So 6.5, 12, 4, 6, 350 and 0.5. So they're both going to be different. Both the drivers are going to have different results, but we start them off on the same. So hard, set up 30 laps, go to practice 1. We're going to manage the practice because we'll get more out of it rather than simulating. Once they're on 100% on everything, then we can simulate. And we're going to go. Right, so let's send Starry out first.
Green light, green light.
Camera on Doohan. And then we'll send him out 3, 2, 1, and send him out now. Cool, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it run for a lap, I'm going to grab myself a quick drink, and then we'll fast forward until we're on 5 out of 5 for the feedback.
run wide. Let's take a look at the replay. Now let's look at this. Here's George Russell. They're forced wide, and there we can see them slide off. That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Let's see what happened there. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here. Going wide like that could cost them valuable time.
Right, we're on. Oh, there we go.
What's your thoughts on coming in or doing any more?
Let's bring you in. Duhan won't be too long after. There we go. Right, let's reconfigure. Go to my trusty calculator. So at this point, you think great, 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 good, good. So what you need to do, as I've said in the previous episodes, you need to adjust these sliders and try and move these a little bit, but move these a lot. So the worse it is, the further they need to move away, and the better they are, the closer they need to be. And obviously, if it's on optimal, you don't want to move them at all. And they're quite fiddly because it's not like the top one relates to the top one and so forth. That would make it really, really easy. Some of them move multiple, some of them will move like 2 or 3. Like this one will only move 2. So you have to kind of play around. But the calculator just makes it a little bit quicker and easier to kind of work out. So I just put in the 3 results there. Great, great, great. And then the 2 goods. Good, and then click on find setup, and that's telling me this needs to be on 6.5, this needs to be 13, 5, 3, 5 and 15. So that's all good. We can confirm we've got enough life in our tyres. We've got 50 laps left, so that's all fine. He'll be coming in soon, so let's just speed up time until he comes in. And let's do Jack Hewen. Flip over to his profile. 12, 4.635 and 5. Right, so we've got a great, we've got an optimal, and then we've got great, great, good. Great, great, and then good. Fine setup, and then 7, 13, 4.6, that's that. Right, that's all staying the same. Confirm, and then we'll speed up time, send them back out again. Oh, send out, and send out. 30 minutes, plenty of time. It takes about 25 minutes, roughly, to get a set of 5 feedback. Give or take, obviously, it depends on how they're feeling and the actual track itself. But what we're looking at doing is getting this to 100%, getting this to 100%, and getting these 5 out of 5 until we're happy with the setup. Once we're happy with the setup, then it's just down to these 2. And obviously, because we just changed some parts, these have gone from 100 down to whatever it went down to, I'm not quite sure. But these will go back up. Once they're at 100%, they'll stay at 100% unless we change a part. Oh!
Let's take a closer look. Let's have a look here.
That
This
is not
was the
good.
Aston Martin.
Not good.
They've
Not
lost control, and
good
there's the crash.
at all.
The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
Yes, I'm really disappointed with that. Right, let's call you in. Taking it, it's not a complete wipeout. Just missing a front wing.
There's been a crash.
But obviously that's happened before we got 5 out of 5. So that's a bit
Did
of a
someone
pain.
run wide there?
Right, let's sort this all out. So we're going to keep the settings the same. Car parts. Damage, major damage. Right, something I've not actually had to do before. Do I need to actually damage car parts from a front wing? Right, so we know we've got a damaged one. How do I actually change it? Terminally damaged cars must be replaced before the car. Yeah, I know it needs to be replaced. How do I actually change it? One in the front wing is practical to replace during a pit stop. Yeah, we know that. So front wing. Replace. Need to click on replace. You sausage. Okay, right. Now work that one out. Thank you. Go back. And confirm. Right. I don't think we're going to get a 5 out of 5 because we're not going to have time. I'm guessing. What's his tyres on? His tyres are good. Okay, right. Let's speed time back up again. That was a bit of a setback. Massive setback out actually. But never mind. As long as we can get a 5 out of 5 for aerodynamics.
Virtual safety car.
Ignore and ignore.
Was that a crash? Multiple cars, I think.
Minor damage to the chassis. That's no good. We may have to replace some major parts after this race. We're 9 minutes left. 8 minutes. Right. I was going to leave you out just to get a bit more of the track acclimatization done, and hopefully we can get 5 out of 5 on you as well. Speed time back up again. Last few minutes. Good. Perfect, thank you. Right. Fast forward last 3 minutes. So we've got a full feedback, which is what we want initially for our setup, and then after that it's just time on track.
They've gone wide.
Magnussen. I said this in the last episode. When you're happy, I wish there was a button that just says fast forward to end or skip to end. Right, so we are currently last and last, but we are on hards and they're on softs, and we're almost running the same time as Latifi, and half a second behind Albon, and they're on soft and we're on hard. So that's promising. As far as the Haas and AlphaTauri and McLaren, not quite so close. Right, continue. Continue. Right, first things first. Do I need to do anything with you? Potentially we could do a small change. Let's have a look. So we've got optimal, great, great, optimal, 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 and optimal. Nothing's been changed by the mechanics. So let's find setup. And they're not going to give us any changes, so that's as best as we're going to get. You know, you can only go one step up from great to optimal, and to change these two will affect the other three, so that's fine. Right, we're going to be running 13 laps, 30 laps, and we're going to go on medium compound. Who's texting me? Oh, I'm going to spill my drink. That wasn't very clever. Thankfully it wasn't a lot. Quickly wipe that up. Okay, 30 laps, medium compounds, and I'm not doing any changes. Right, Duhan. On the other hand, we're doing 30 laps. Changes. Oh, right, we won't be doing any changes to you. That's fantastic, so we'll leave that as it is. Car parts, chassis. Gearbox is at 48%. So that's the damage that we've taken. If we compare that to 64, 76, 49. Oh, okay, right, the gearboxes are pretty much the same. Thought that was damaged. The gearboxes aren't great, at all, are they? And hopefully it'll last. I'm pretty sure when I was looking at him, wonder what the difference is with these. So click on these, it's not telling me if there's any changes in performance. We're on 50% and we've done 3 races. Oh, this will be the 3rd race. No, the 4th race, sorry. We've done 3 races. I'm just wondering whether I change. I'm going to change the gearbox on this one. They're going to take a penalty, I think, won't they? I'm going to change the gearbox on you. Right, I don't think these numbers, they're all AM22. I think it's just the number of gearboxes that we've got. Stolen gear, car 1. Back. I'm hoping that we don't take a penalty for changing the gearbox. I don't think you do you? During practice. Right, anyway, let's go to practice 2. Oh, let's change your tyres. So medium, we're not changing anything on the car setup. 30 laps, let's go. Manage, confirm.
Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Okay, it's green now.
Right, we'll see if there's any performance difference between the two of these. Different gearbox, or newer gearbox, fresher gearbox. It's the same type. Let's send doing out. Meow, meow. Right, we're going to speed up time until they are on. Oh, they're on 5 out of 5. What am I on about? All we need to do now is just get the track time up. That's right, yeah, just get the track time up. Okay. Right, well, what I'm going to do, because they're on 5 out of 5, I don't need to do anything as far as setup's concerned. So I am going to fast forward until the end of P2. I'll see you in a second. Alright, so we're on the last few minutes of P3. I skipped P2. I thought there's no point. We're just driving around in circles. You're not really going to see anything. I wasn't doing any changes other than just driving around, just getting their track acclimatization and part knowledge up. They're not too bad. Slow down to 1 speed. They're not too bad at all. We've got for come off there, please. We've got 100% and 98, and we've got 98 and 98. So yeah, not too shabby. Right, let's just fast forward to the end, and then we'll get these guys in, and then it's all down to qualifying. So again, 17th and 18th, so we seem to be in this position. Williams taking the last 2 spots, us taking the next 2 spots, and then a bit of a battle between kind of Haas, AlphaTauri and McLaren. They're taking up the next 6 spots. Sometimes together, sometimes separate like it is now, but yeah. So it's kind of us 4, then the next 6. Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, and then Alfa and Alpine kind of on their own as well. Right, not much more I can do here. I mean, it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's acceptable. Okay, we got any problems with car parts? I should have changed your gearbox, really. Let's do it now. So we're both on new gearboxes. Yours lost 8%. That's fine. Let's go to qualifying. And this I will actually do. I simulated it for the Australian one because I didn't really see. So I'm going to simulate this one because if I'm completely honest, we're not going to really do much more than what the simulation is going to do anyway. I should have gone all the way to the end actually. Yeah, see, both out. 17th and 19th. I knew that was going to happen anyway.
The grid is packed and there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
Aston Martin were on target for qualifying. Now it's up to them to defy expectations for the race itself. This hasn't been McLaren's weekend so far, and they'll probably be disappointed with their grid positions. But after the lights go out, they'll have every opportunity to move up the field. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
Meanwhile, in the grandstands, the red wave is swelling. So let's find out who wins the day, here at Imola.
Right, cloudy, no rain, hopefully. Right, strategies. I'm glad I didn't record it, because you would have probably had a little bit of a giggle. But when I did the Australian Grand Prix, I forgot to do the strategy, so I ended up just doing it manually as the race went on, which, you know, it worked out. I came 17th and 19th, so no change there, but I will actually do it on this one. And what we're going to go for here, let's go for strategy A for you, and we'll go for strategy B for you, and we'll see how that works out, shall we? I'm going to knock 1 lap off of fuel for each of the guys, because I generally end up having more fuel that I need anyway, so I might as well knock a lap off. Could probably knock 2 laps off, but we'll just stick with the 1. And let's start the race.
I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid.
We'll be fine.
Taking a look at the Aston Martin. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. There's the second Aston Martin. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. The teams are ready to go. The crowd are on their feet in anticipation of this, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go.
And away we go. Right, no commentary for this. We will be just racing. I will speed up here and there. Other than that, enjoy the race.
Let's focus. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position. And a new position, just gained by Williams. I think there's been a lock-up. That's a position gained for Alpha Tauri.
We think we can lean on the tyres more.
Copy.
So we just need to push now.
Yeah.
So use energy.
Copy.
Oh, did someone run wide there? Is that a lock-up?
Drop back a bit.
Copy.
And McLaren with a great overtake. McLaren gain a position. And that's the lockup.
Car in the wall.
Copy.
We've just had a crash on the track.
Box, pick and pump.
Copy, Bob.
Copy. So make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
Was that a lock-up on the track? With an overtake there. Alpha Tower, he gained a place. I think we've had a car run wide. Haas with an overtake. And there's an overtake from Williams. Who's running wide there? Is that a new race position for Haas? I think someone's run wide. That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Sounds like there's been a crash. Looks like there's been a lockup. Someone's run wide. We've just had a car run wide. Seems to have been a lockup. Oh, we've had a spin. I think there's been a lockup. Oh, there's a spin. Let's take a look at the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. That looked like a very nasty spin. Oh, did someone run wide there? It was a pretty good performance today from Aston Martin's driver.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking bullshit for?
Aston Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement here.
Come
They've
off it.
displayed some moments of quality here. All they need now is some fine-tuning to achieve great things.
No, we need a
The
lot of
race
tuning.
wraps up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
Yes,
Coming
9th
next,
out of 10.
teams will be taking a trip to the Sunshine State. The Hard Rock Stadium is laying down the track for a captivating race at the Miami Grand Prix.
Miami Grand Prix next, which has already happened for you guys, but not for me. Oh, well, it would have happened for me as well, but in real life it hasn't happened. But it will be happening because we're in the future, behind the future, in the past. Back to the future. Back to the past. Right, so after all of that, we did really well, malarkey. We come 17th and last. Sorry, and we got lapped twice. That is not great whatsoever. A lot of improvement needs to be done with this car. So, as I said at the beginning of this video, the American Grand Prix will be recorded after this one, but will be shown before this one. So potentially there could be some improvements. Hopefully there'll be some improvements. But as it stands, the way it's working out for the game, this one is before. I want to get into the top 15. That's my aim for this season, is to get in the top 15 every race. Aiming for next season to start getting into the points. It's all going to be on making our drivers better and improving our car, essentially. Oh, that's that. Constructors. Okay, so we're still 9th. Awesome. McLaren got a point. AlphaTauri's got a point. So yeah, they're kind of next. Haas 5 points. Well done, guys. And then the rest are all way ahead of us. Oh, I didn't do a practice with Hulkenberg. Sorry, Nico. You got nothing there because I forgot to use you on the first practice. It's a bit of a bummer because if I do practice with him, it means that one of these two has to sacrifice their first practice. But then if I want to develop him, I've got to do it. We have one development point. I've never actually had a development point, so let's see what that's all about. Right, so we're not going to continue. We will be saving this, and then the next episode, which is the last episode, will be America. Still keeps confusing me, that does. Right, so we've got 1 point. Where do I need to do it? I'm going to keep whacking it into smoothness. The ability to reduce tyre wear while racing. This allows the driver to push harder and run longer stints on each set of tyres. This is going to be important, as well as everything else, but this is going to be more important. Well, not more important. It's the lowest one out of all of them. If it was kind of average, then I'll be looking at other things, but at the moment our tyre wear needs to be improved. That means we can go longer, which means we will get better results, hopefully. So let's whack a point into that. Insignificant, really. It's going to take quite a bit more to get that up. Any hoozle, we're going to call it an end of an episode. Unfortunately, nothing fantastic. In fact, let's read our emails first. So we've got our post-race overview. Yeah, it's a difficult race. Yes, you're disappointed. I'm disappointed. Not much I could do about that. And then we've gone for that. Cool. Yes. So next race is Miami in 11 days time. Have we got anything on the calendar coming up before then? So we've got some aerodynamic period ending, sponsorship aerodynamic test period starts, and then we've got the race weekend. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next episode, or last episode, will be America. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, otherwise you won't know when a video comes out. See you later, and stay safe. Goodbye.